Ellis with the Ellis Team at Keller Williams, and I always get asked the age-old question: what is better, Zillow, Realtor.com, or Homes.com? Well, as an agent who's used all three over the years, I'm going to do a detailed end list so you can see what's better for the agent and what's better for the consumer. Okay, so I thought this might be the best way to actually show you, so I can share my screen with you. This is an analytics report we get each week for our sellers, and we send this off to our sellers so they're always informed. And this particular report, this one only reports four things: Zillow, the MLS, Realtor.com, and Trulia. You'll see that it's actually missing Homes.com, but we've got a separate Homes.com report that goes to them. But I'm going to share both of them with you so you can see what's better: Zillow, Realtor.com, Trulia, or Homes.com. So here we go. This is the last 30 days of views. And we know from the previous report that it's reporting about 612 views. Now, these aren't detailed property views. This just means the property showed up in search. So it's actually much less than that. And here is the data. So Zillow got 566, it says, versus 195 versus similar homes. So it's doing better than similar homes on Zillow. This listing, Zillow is producing much more than Realtor.com and certainly much more than Trulia.com. And if you look at it another way, the visitors on this home, uh, are doing, a lot better on Zillow per day than they are on anything else. So Zillow definitely beats Realtor.com and Trulia. I wouldn't even waste my time and or energy on Realtor.com or Trulia based on that. So then let's go over to and look at Homes.com. So remember, 566, and those weren't all detailed views. On Homes.com for the last 30 days, we have 970 detail views, but 576 for the month. So 576 detail views is about what Zillow is reporting total views. And if you look at of the 576, 575 were for consumers, only one was an agent view. So agents aren't the ones looking at this. Now, if you want to look at total views were like 274,000. So it's a big difference between 500 to 274,000. That's why Zillow is way over reporting um, their total views. So if I want to look at total views the last 30 days, we had 128,967 the last 30 days. So significantly more traffic than the 900 that Zillow is doing. So basically, based on these analytics, Zillow beats Realtor.com and Trulia, but Homes.com is blowing away Zillow.com. But there's one other big thing I want to point out. If you're an agent, you might do better off advertising on Zillow if you don't have listings and you're just trying to get some people. And I'm going to share why, but this isn't necessarily best for the consumer. So consumers need to know what's going on. And if you're a seller, you want to know this. And if you're a buyer, you want to know this. So check this out. If I go to that same listing on Zillow and I say contacted agent, and I've lost the listing. So this is another listing I have. It's the same concept. I'll share it with you, okay? Not the same listing, but I've already shown you the analytics. I sold this home in a couple days. It's getting ready to close. If I hit this contact agent button, guess what? It doesn't go to me. It goes to another agent that's advertising on Zillow. They're not advertising this home, they're advertising for leads. So when you're a buyer and you call on this, you're going to get some agent who's never been in the home, isn't familiar with the home, and they just want to go out and show you homes. So if you're a seller, it doesn't make your home advertise more. And in fact, any leads it gets from it, it's given away to another agent who's not motivated to sell your home. They're motivated to sell any home. They don't care what home, and they've never been in your home and know nothing about your home. Not good for sellers. Let's go over to Realtor.com. So in Realtor.com, I've got the first one I had pulled up. Again, if I share this home or ask a question, that doesn't come to me. So I tested the system and it went to another agent, and the other agent was mad at me because I just wasted a whole bunch of their money testing the Realtor.com system. I apologized. I said, look, I was just testing Realtor.com to see if the lead on my listing came to me. And I'm sorry it went to you, and I'm sorry they charged you several $100s, but that's the way it works. So if you're a buyer, do you want to get to the listing agent, or do you want to go to an agent that's just trying to sell you something and they've never been in this home, don't even know what you're talking about? And if you're a seller, do you want your home promoted on Realtor.com or on Zillow, knowing that any lead that comes in is going to get stolen off and they're going to go sell something else? I don't want that as a seller. Now, back to list track. If, hopefully this comes up, back to the list track report, your home still gets advertised on Zillow, it still gets advertised on Realtor.com, and it still gets advertised on Trulia, but it's just going to get advertised a lot more and a lot more hits, a lot more activity. So clearly, for a multitude of reasons, Homes.com is the better choice. That's one of the reasons the Ellis Team partnered with Homes.com. And now when you list your home with the Ellis Team, you go straight to the top. Only members that advertise on Realtors.com gets that premium exposure. So you're going to get what, thousands of times exposure, almost hundreds of thousands of times more exposure this way. And when the lead comes in, it comes to our team, and we're motivated to sell your home because we're the ones that listed it. So if you want to know how to connect with us on Homes.com, if you just scan this QR code right here, it will connect you with us, and you'll see our listings across the internet, and you'll kind of see how the system works. Compare it. See how you like Homes.com. See how you like some of the others. But if you're a seller, you're definitely going to like Homes.com. And if you're a buyer getting ready to buy, before you click that button, I'd rather see you scan this QR code than just click a button than it just goes to whoever and you don't know where the lead's being sold to. So that's our in-depth analysis with the stats on Zillow, Realtor.com, and Homes.com. So we're back from computer screen land, and hopefully that analysis clearly shows that Homes.com gets a much better response and much more property views than either Zillow, Realtor.com, even Trulia. And what happens to the lead afterward is vitally important, both to the seller and to the buyer. And so I just hope this video kind of explains that. Hit the like button if you like, subscribe to our channel, and we'll try to bring you more analysis and inside real estate information so you know what's really going on in the real estate industry. Thanks for tuning in.
If you're selling or you're buying or moving right away, the Ellis Team can help you. Call the Ellis Team today. 3 decades of experience makes them your very best choice.